Hey, great Thursday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, and I'm at home. That's that's Mimi's, and I'm at home because things aren't safe este, for candidates running for office right about now. Things aren't safe. I shared with y'all yesterday that there was this hate in the eyes of Edelmiro. And I'm not exaggerating, folks. And we share some concerns in regards to, the individuals that they were bringing onto the library to campaign, to be out there and support. And let me tell you, folks, it's getting to the point that it's concerning. That's Mami's. It's concerning to the point now that none of us, we've made this arrangement. None of us are going to be by ourselves because these people are desperate. These people think that they can do anything they want because they've got a future judge there hiding sexual sexual predator. Someone that's going to be sworn in as a judge is hiding a sexual predator, hiding him. I'm not making this stuff up. So, is it concerning? Yeah, it's very concerning. Is it concerning that Baltasar Salazar is also out there and he's already shared his slate of candidates, which include my opponent? Is it concerning that Drew, who is going to be more probably considered a co-defendant or probably indicted as well, has also shared the slate of her endorsed candidates, which include my opponent, Frankie's opponent, Carlos Elizondo's opponent? Same ones, guys. The same ones. Take into account, and I thank you for saying good evening, guys. I'll get into it right now. Take into account, folks, that they are desperate to continue to bleed a $600 million a year budget. A $600 million a year budget. That's all it is for them. That's why the disregard to safety, well-being, health. And look, guys, because of the position, the newly elected or elected judge, we don't know what's going to happen. She went out there to hide the sexual predator. Sexual predator, who then went and threatened Frankie. Guys, there was a little girl, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Frankie, a little girl right in front of Edelmiro Garcia and Denise Garza. A child. And they bring a sexual predator. It's on the Texas registry. Does anyone think that we're making this up? It's on the Texas registry. Who assaulted an 8-year-old viciously. Viciously. An 8-year-old. And Edelmiro Garcia and Denise Garza bring them to their camp where they have children. But look, guys, I feel for those children. But I feel for my children first. And Carlos Elizondo had his child there. A lot of other parents had their children there. And Edelmiro Garcia didn't care about their children? Do you think they cared about Carlos's child? About the other children? Are they going to give a rat's behind about 40,000 children? Guys, if you're so desperate to meet with a child predator, if you're so desperate to bring him into your campaign, do it away from the park. Do it away from a school. Do it away from a library. Do not bring them close to children. I know, mommies. I know, mimis. I know. And let me tell you guys, and I'm sorry. And then you go out there and you threaten Frankie, the child molester, child predator. Went and threatened Frankie. It's a threat. Oh, and people might say, well, that's just hearsay, or Erasmo, you're just saying this. The fact is that he's a child predator, child molester. And look, Google search, and you will find it. So am I ticked off? Am I pissed? Yes. Am I concerned for the safety of people at camping camp? Yes. Am I concerned for Frankie's safety? For Carlos Elizondo's safety? Yes. And now I'm concerned for my safety. And now I'm doing my show from home, where we have cameras, security, and we have the right to bear arms. They just don't care, and they don't get it. Why would Denise Garza? Why would Denise Garza? Why would Edelmiro Garcia bring a child molester to where there was a child in front of him? Why would the newly elected judge purposely try to hide the child molester? Hide the child molester. Do they not know that he cannot be around children? She's and then Philip Cowan went there as well. Went there and buddied up there with him as well. These are attorneys, guys. Two attorneys, one going to be a judge. Do they not know that a child molester cannot be close to children? Do they not know that a child molester cannot be close to a park? Do they not know that a child molester cannot be at a school, close to a school, a library? Guys, child molester cannot have social media. I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Cannot have social media. Pero anda posting. With an Eddie Garcia, am I wrong, Carlos? Eddie Garcia shirt at Motas Tacos? Am I wrong? 100, less than 20 feet from Porter High School. Am I wrong, Carlos? Am I making this up?
No, the pictures. They took the pictures. They took pictures and posted it.
My sound is Carlos sound.
Is it mine? Or is it
Frankie, is it my sound or Carlos sound?
It might be Carlos.
Is that better?
Yes.
I had to switch mics. Apologize. Yeah, but what's happening is that they took the pictures. We didn't go out there and stalk anybody. We didn't go out there and look for this. We didn't go out there and try and fabricate this. They are doing it themselves. They are showing that they have a sexual predator in Eddie Garcia's camp. And they're showing that they're across the street, not even across the street, they're right next to Porter High School. They are right in front of Kenmont Elementary School. They're at the public library. They're at a public park. If there is anybody desecrating the Veterans Park, it's the presence of a sexual predator of an 8-year-old, aggravated sexual predator of an 8-year-old boy. Now you can sit here at Erasmo and Frankie, and everybody can sit here and cover for this guy. And some people have even commented it. Well, we didn't know that he was a sexual predator. You think Eddie knew? Most definitely he knew. This is not something new. These posts have been going on. Someone has been posting and saying that Eddie Garcia has a sexual predator advising his campaign. He knows about it. Yet today he still brought him to a public venue where there were kids around. My child was there too. If anybody was uncomfortable, it was myself and the other parents that were there too. And the kids that are walking in the park, walking their puppies and their dogs, and they're walking in strollers, they're there too. If they knew that there was an 8-year-old aggravated sexual predator amongst them, what do you think they would do? Yet my my opponent is bringing him to his camp, is bringing him around these kids. What do we expect at BISD, where there's 40,000 plus kids? Is he okay with bringing them to the football game? Is he okay to bring them into the volleyball game, the basketball game, where all these children are around? He's okay with bringing him around his kids, but that's his choice.
Frankie.
Never a dull day in Brownsville politics. But now it turned from bad to ugly real quick. I understand politics. You know, it's not easy, but I'm not going around threatening nobody. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't throwing the finger. I wasn't cussing. I wasn't acting out of line. I was doing what I've been doing the past week and a half. I was holding up my sign, waving my hands back and forth, trying to put my name out there, trying to convince my community that I'm the best choice for place 2. My opponent, on the other hand, only gets there for about an hour. She posts up with her camp, allows a registered sex offender to come and either be a consultant, give her advice, stuff like that. Her partner is a sergeant at the Cameron County Sheriff's Office for the traffic division. If I'm not mistaken, every law enforcement takes an oath that they will protect and serve their community, our community, when they get that badge. That is not given just to anybody. A lot of trust, consideration is taken into that whenever they give a promotion, whenever they give somebody that badge. It's a big deal. So for somebody that took that oath to protect and serve, to allow a registered sex offender to be in a park, that's not acceptable. What message are we giving to the community? That if Denise Garza wins, by no means she will, but let's just say she does, is he going to be allowed to BISD functions? Will he be there while she takes the oath? They are getting desperate. We have seen time and time again. Just look what happened with these past couple days. They've been getting no traction whatsoever. And when I took a picture and filmed Mr. Adan Salas there, they started waving at me like they were laughing, like making a mockery of it. Yeah, look, we're here. But Denise's camp and Mr. Garcia's camp, they try to hide him while I was taking the video, while I was taking the pictures. They tried to cover their signs. Why? Is there something to hide?
Oh, there wasn't a hide.
We all know, guys, we all know that they can't say, we didn't know that he's a registered sex offender. Because why would they have to hide? Again, I was shocked today. You know, it's all fun and games until somebody gets threatened. You know, I understand politics. I'm all for bashing me. You know, I've had Gigi come on here. I've had Eddie Garcia post as James Gracia. Martin Leal post as James Gracia, bashing me.
Martin Leal. Guys, let me tell you, he's the last person that should be talking about registered sex offenders or anything sexual. The last individual. Sorry, Frankie.
And That's posting on my comment. I'm gonna put real quick. Can you be online as a registered sex offender? Again, this individual thinks he's above the law. He is posting online actively. He is going around parks where children are known to
Screen,
play.
screenshot those, Frankie,
Is this acceptable?
before he erases them.
Is this again? They're getting desperate, and I'm worried, guys. I really am worried. I have the clip on my feed. I have the clip here ready to play, where that sounds like a threat. You know, there's a saying that goes, "Oh, he's going to be swimming with fishes." That's how I took it. Take off the comment, Erasmo.
Yes, sir. This is Eddie's camp, Denise's camp. That's the sign that they used to hide him. He's coming over, crossing the street where Frankie is at. Let me go play by play.
Sorry? Don't get in the water if you don't know how to swim. If you want to learn that, let me know. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Why would he say that? Again, I've heard a saying that goes, he's swimming with the fishes, or I made him swim with the fishes. You know what that means, guys? That they got rid of them. That they made sure that they're in the sea. Now, why would this man say this? Why would this man say it? It's very appalling. So I'm scared. I shouldn't have to be scared. You know what I mean? But hey, if this is the tactics that Denise Garza wants to resort to, by all means, Denise Garza, your camp is losing traction. It's losing it very, very quickly. If you're willing to go down with Adan Salas out of all people, by all means, girl.
Sure.
Miss Xochitl Cerda made a good point that in Denise's slogan, let me very quickly, Erasmo, I'm sorry, hold on.
You are sorry. Guys, let me say this while Frankie, I don't know what the heck he's doing.
Bring me up real quick.
I don't think you want to post her.
She's making her slogan is our children, our community. But does she really want to have this individual around our children, our community? That is a question that she needs to ask herself. But again, they're losing traction quick. Now, hey, if that's what they want for BISD, by all means, go ahead.
Let me say this, guys, very quickly, and I'm going to let Carlos talk because this is a Delmiro. I mean, is he that desperate that he needs a sexual predator, aggravated sexual predator to give him advice?
He deleted the comment. I think he blocked me, or he took down his page.
Did you screenshot it?
Yeah,
bro. Don't I know this kind of crap? Let me tell you guys, and because of that comment, because of that threat that he made to Frankie, and yes, it is going to be reported. It's already been reported to law enforcement. It's going to continue to be reported to law enforcement by other individuals, other parents who had children there that evening, that afternoon, are going to report it to law enforcement. I'm going to suggest, and maybe Frankie considered filing a report as well. That was a threat. And sharing all those screenshots. I'm sure that some of us have a lot of those screenshots where this guy is constantly on social media throwing his crap. But guys, I don't understand. I don't understand how two candidates that run on integrity and leadership and for the children, and it's the children are our future, and bring the children together. And what Denise is saying about the children, all children. Why would they bring a known? They know. Do you think Gabi Garcia doesn't know that this guy's a registered sex offender? Anyone here thinks that she doesn't know? She knows. That's why she was covering him up from being recorded. We have the video, guys. She was covering him up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and that is just very, very, very unethical. It's just very, very wrong. Two board member candidates, Edelmiro Garcia and Denise Garza, colluding, receiving campaign advice from a sexual predator. Carlos, do you have the picture of the sexual predator with the campaign shirt on?
Yeah.
You mind sharing it, please?
Let me get it for you.
Guys, anyone can say, oh, well, they're just making it up because it's politics. No, guys. Now there are police reports based on facts, not like Minerva's police reports, not like Baltasar Salazar's police reports, not like their fake police reports. They're police reports based on facts. Based on facts. Because ellos son muy fácil. They're very good at throwing, and Otis Power's brother, passed by our camp, sexual molester. We're like, is he yelling at Elmiro's camp? What? It's easy to say crap. Oh, and Alan, oh, well, like Charlie Atkinson, well, we got something on Erasmo from Houston, from Monterrey, from Matamoros. Shut up. Produce one shred of evidence, you morons, you idiots. But in their case, guys, Google search. Don't believe me. Don't believe Frankie. Guys, don't believe Carlos. Google search. Aggravated sexual offenders, state of Texas. State of Texas State Registry. And Google search. Adan Salas. Adan Salas. Google search it. Let me tell you, sir, you go threatening any one of these men here tonight, let me tell you, we're not going to stand for it. We're not going to stand for it. You're going to bring a sexual predator, Edelmiro and Denise, feet away from our children? We're not going to stand for it. And to the people out there, would you?
No.
Would you? Guys, would you want a sexual predator coming feet away? Aggravated assault on an 8-year-old. Would you want a sexual predator coming feet away from your child?
No.
Y no por chisme. No, es que ahí dicen, quiero. Because that's the kind of crap they throw around. It's not gossip, Frankie. Guys, Google search. Don't believe it, Erasmo. But now we have to be more cautious. Carlos, myself, and Frankie, we cannot be alone. I can't do my show from my office anymore. I have to do it from home. That's why my beautiful face doesn't look as beautiful tonight. But we're going to protect each other. And you know what? We're going to protect the community. And we're going to protect the district from people like Edelmiro Garcia, Denise Garza, Daniela Lopez Valdez, Minerva Peña, and Philip Cowan. No more, guys. They collude with sexual predators. Frankie?
Again, is this what we want from our future board members? That they allow this type of person to be around? And again, you know what? I'm a big boy, but you should never make those innuendos where now he's saying, oh, if he doesn't know how to swim. Why would he say that? Is there a need Is there a need to say, oh, do you know how to swim? Come on now. Again, politics is politics. I understand the game. You want to bash me? You want to? That's cool. That's fine. Hey, all is fair. All is fair. Just don't threaten me, and don't threaten my family. That's all I ask. But you took this one step beyond. Now, I challenge Miss Denise Garza. Are you willing to denounce this type of behavior? Are you willing to say, you know what, this is not acceptable? Or are you going to continue to allow him to be there in your camp? The choice is up to you, man. Again, you're losing traction and you're losing it very quickly. You have yet to respond. You have yet to say, you know what? He keeps on coming around. Something. You don't say anything. But again, the choice is yours, man. The ball's in your court.
Carlos, what am I looking at, Carlos?
That's the pedophile.
Oh, this is a what type of shirt?
Says it right there. Eddie Garcia.
This is the individual that you will find on Google search. Google search. Google search. Adán Salas. Google search Adán Salas. Eddie Garcia and Denise Garza brought him 2 feet away from a child. They brought him 2 feet away from a child. Am I lying, guys?
No.
2 feet. Because there's a little girl holding up a sign right in front of him. Denise Garza.
Right
And then
here.
Eddie Garcia. That's her right there. And Eddie Garcia brought a child molester. Google search Texas sexual predator. 2 feet, 3 feet away from a child. Is that the guy right there that's going to protect our children? Eddie Garcia? Show me Denise. Is that your next board member? The one that consults, Denise Garza, that consults with an aggravated sexual child molester? Denise Garza. Eddie Garcia. Carlos, am I wrong? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
You're not. You're not wrong at all. It's there. It's not made up. It's not photoshopped. It wasn't a coincidence. The guy is wearing an Eddie Garcia, elect Eddie Garcia for the future of our kids together. Sexual predator, a convicted sexual predator with aggravated sexual contact with an 8-year-old boy. Aggravated sexual assault of an 8-year-old boy.
Google search, folks. Google search right now. Imagine if these disgusting candidates, Daniela, Denise, Lil Eddie, this is the type of behavior that they would applaud. Guys, please Google search. No quiero que vean todo mi Guerrero. That's why I've got it like this. Para que no vean todo mi Guerrero.
Another one.
Hey, gentlemen, one thing that TVA was promoting was integrity. What does that have to say about their candidates that they endorsed, that they allow this to happen? Again, what do we want for our district? Is this acceptable? Because apparently these candidates think it is acceptable because they seem to be above the law. Nobody's going to tell them what to do. They have a registered sex offender at a park. At a park.
At a park!
Of all places. I understand if you want to meet at home, if you want to meet wherever. But it's like the more we talk about it, the more they're like, you know what? He's going to show up. He's going to show up. He's going to show up. Really?
And we're going to give him our shirt.
The biggest thing about ego is that it will kill a person. It will end a person because they get it so much. They're like, oh, bravado. Oh. It's backfiring, guys. It's not working to your favor. So again, you either separate yourself from this person or you go down with this person. It's your choice.
Guys, it's very simple. And I sent Patrick Hammonds a message. Patrick Hammonds, these are your candidates. You all saw the message that I sent him. Patrick Hammonds, these are your candidates? These are your candidates? Oh, not only Patrick Hammonds, Alberto Alegría. Carlos, am I wrong? Aren't these his candidates too?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Alberto Alegría from TVA. Patrick Hammonds from Best. Hand-picked. So, selection committee, your presidents hand-picked candidates that collude, that bring aggravated sexual predators, child molesters, close to children, close to a school, at a park where children are walking around in their small little bicycles. And then a judge, Edelmiro's sister, tries to protect him, tries to hide him. These people are attorneys, folks. His sister is an attorney, soon to be judge. Edelmiro, 32 years, supposedly amazing service to the BPD.
And also one thing, I like to be across the street on the sidewalk. It allows me to roam freely. I was in a corner after I was threatened. And Eddie Garcia comes over and stands right next to me. And hey, it's, it is what it is, whatever. He could have chosen to go anywhere. But he stood right next to me. He wanted to get a reaction out of me. And one thing he did tell me, because I said, hey, Mr. Garcia, look, you're a rational person. We could both agree that an individual with Mr. I'm not even calling him Mr. Screw that guy. Adan Salas's track record, a registered sex offender for an aggravated sexual assault of a child. I asked him, we could agree that shouldn't. Thank you, Corisa. Say hi to Michael for me. I saw Michael on your page. What's up, Michael? Miss you, brother. Miss you a lot. I asked him, look, you're a rational person, man. Can you agree with me that an individual that has this should not be at a park, should not be in your camp? And you know what he told me? He said something along the lines of mind your own business, or
it is our business, you idiot,
or something like that, like don't worry what doesn't pertain to you, or something like that, something like stay in your lane type of deal. Well, Mr. Garcia, you're a sitting board member, an appointed board member. It is our business because this is the city of Brownsville, and you were appointed to represent the community. And if you think that is acceptable, it is my business, sir. Because, hey, I want answers. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a voter. I deserve to ask you those questions. And for you to say mind your business, or
It is our business.
it doesn't pertain to you. It is my business, sir, and it's every parent's business who's going to file and has filed a police report on your friend Salas. It is our business, because whether he's there for politics, whatever, go meet at your house. If you're so comfortable around him, invite him over to your house with your kids. Obviously, it is okay, because I believe I've seen, I don't know your family in particular, but I've seen kids around your camp, and he's been around. So obviously it's a-okay. But don't do it there. You are making a mockery of the school district by allowing this. And not just once, guys. I understand, maybe once, hey, no sabía. I understand. But how many times has he been there, guys, in the week and a half that we have been there? Number of times.
Almost
a lot
every
of times. And for you to give your jersey, your shirt, to proudly wear, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see what the community has to say.
Carlos.
I mean, just his logo alone says our children's future together or something like that.
Together with a sexual predator?
Exactly. That's ridiculous, Eddie. You should be ashamed of yourself. I understand you're trying to win this, but to expose our children because you want to win a race that you have no chance of winning that bad, and bringing a sexual predator and then to throw it in our face, you're not throwing anything in our face. You're throwing it into the parents of every child and every staff member of that district of BISD who believes it is the best school district. You're throwing a sexual predator of an 8-year-old in every parent's face, every staff member's face, and every child that attends there. You're not throwing anything in our face, man. You're not making us think you're a big man. Your ego is huge. You still want to carry the badge. I see pictures of your friends there with your shirts, with their guns sticking out of their things at your meet and greets. You're not going to scare anybody. You might threaten Frankie, and he might be afraid for his life because of what you're capable of doing. But more than anything, I'm more scared of the children that you're exposing to this sexual predator. That's what I'm scared of. They are innocent individuals who probably are not capable of defending themselves on a one-to-one. But believe me, if their parents know that you are putting their lives at risk, believe me, they will stand up. Just like they're going to stand up November the 3rd and vote you completely out of here. You and your slate who choose to allow a sexual predator to come close to children at a public park where their kids bicycle riding, skateboarding, walking around with their puppies, not knowing that you allowed a sexual predator among them. Shame on you. Shame on your whole camp.
Hey, Frankie, who was the one who told you to get in the water if you don't know how to swim?
Maria, that's a registered sex offender, Alan Salas, who has been actively going to the public library, which is the Veteran Memorial Park, where adults, children go and walk, exercise, play. He has been actively consulting, meeting with my opponent, Carlos's opponent, for what? I don't know. I doubt he could bring in no more than 5 votes, to be honest, because who does he know? I don't know. So yeah, I'm still trying to answer myself. What does he bring to their camp? Is that the type of people that they are? Hey, by all means, I don't know.
Guys, it's very simple. They're desperate. They have no traction in anything they do. So along comes a piece of scum like Adan Salas. Again, Google search. And you, Adan Salas, you want to come and threaten Frankie. You're a piece of scum. You're a registered sex offender. And as much as you and all those people want to say that Erasmo's this, Erasmo's that, you are a registered sex offender. You do not throw glass. No tiras piedras, ¿cómo se llama? No tiras in a glass while you,
The glass house.
when you live in a glass house. It's that simple, bro. You want to threaten Frankie? And you think I'm not going to come out here and say your name? A registered aggravated sexual offender? Adan Salas? Google search, people. So, Edelmiro's people that are watching tonight, Google search Adan Salas. San
I
Marcelo.
want to see how many of those individuals that are supporting him go out there and say, you know what, it's okay, Eddie. It's okay to have sexual predators among you. We still support you. We want you to be with our kids at BISD. Because if you go and you go look at his page, I'm sure there's individuals that said, you know what, we're with you, Eddie. We believe in you. We know you're the right person for the job. I want them to look at what's going on now, what he did, what kind of a person he brought amongst other children. And then I want them to ask themselves if they would allow that sexual predator into their home. I can almost guarantee the answer. They would not. But Eddie has. Eddie has allowed a sexual predator amongst his own kids.
Guys, I don't understand why. I still don't understand why is the Denise Garza is so adamant. Her boyfriend or whatever he is, he's in law enforcement. They know. So anyone out there, I mean, there's videos, guys. They've been posted. There's more coming. Anyone out there that has any doubts in regards to the status of Adan Salas, Google search and you will find it. Google search. Anyone out there that thinks that Denise Garza and Eddie Garcia didn't do anything wrong, you are stupid. You turn a blind eye because you call him or her friend. You are ignorant. You are stupid. Because look it, you may be okay with bringing a sexual predator close to your children. I'm not. Frankie is not. And Carlos is not. We have the videos. Individuals from the community have filed police reports. Anyone out there today can also go file a police report. Anyone that had their children out there today, please, for the sake of our community, let law enforcement know what Edelmiro Garcia and Denise Garza did today. Let law enforcement know that Denise Garza and Eddie Garcia don't only have aggravated sexual predators at their. Let me give you a taco. What kind of taco does Adan Salas want to give? Doesn't only want to have him at his. Let me give you free stuff. He's having another one this weekend at New York Deli. Do you want to take your kids to New York Deli? To where Edelmiro is going to take his child molester? Do you want to take him to the coffee shop where a relative of Edelmiro, also a sexual predator, is handing out coffee to children? For some reason, Edelmiro's fascinated with sexual predators, sexual molesters. Wasn't he going to have Carlos? Am I lying? Wasn't he going to have his announcement party right there next to a child molester?
That's
Sexual
right.
predator?
That's right.
So yes, Mr. Leal, you want to wear Edelmito's shirt? You wear Edelmito's shirt. The lover of sexual predators. You go ahead and wear his shirt. The harborer of sexual predators. I'm disgusted that now I have to stay away from my office because I can't be alone.
Hmm.
I'm disgusted because I love to be alone. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. I could tolerate my nephews and nieces for 20 minutes and then, chale. That's it. Frankie knows this. I love them to death. But after 20 minutes,
They're going back.
I'm out. My sister Gavi could tell you the same thing. Love them to death for 20 minutes. I'll never take their kids to Walmart ever. Ever.
You know, Erasmo, we have Adam Salas continue to post online, right? Something about throwing the first rock. It doesn't matter who threw the first rock at him. You shouldn't be around children. Eddie Garcia knows this. This is the way the law is. You are not supposed to be around children unsupervised. That's it, Adam.
Make sure that y'all are screenshotting all those comments that he's making on social media.
We did.
He shouldn't be on social media. But Theo, I have actually stopped drinking completely. The last drink that I had was probably back in January. Stop drinking.
Look, I got threatened by him too, I guess.
Don't get me started. I got a lot of crap about you too. I'm going to tell you what I've told Frankie. Don't get in the what? Don't get in the way. If you don't know how to in the water, if you don't know how to swim. Wow. Well,
Um,
I think you have an option to file two police reports. First, coming close to your daughter, your
that's right.
child, and now getting threatened too. It's not scared, Marisol. For me, it's not scared. I'm not afraid of what these people could ultimately do to me. I'm not. But there's a goal in front of us. There's something greater that needs to be attained. We need to stop this madness at the district. We need to stop this madness in our community. And we're so close. We're so close to ending the culture of corruption, the one that would easily throw crap at Carlos and then to be found innocent. The one that would file charges against Erasmo, having sex with a student in a car, putting a heart on a picture of a student on social media where everything is hearts, and then taking it to police and then to Homeland Security. This is how desperate these people are. They want Daniela in there. They want Denise in there. They want Edelmiro in there. Why? Because they will turn a blind eye to corruption. They will turn a blind eye. They will try to hide, like the judge did today. Try to hide corruption.
And they will turn a blind eye to pedophilia, like they're doing now.
Turned a blind eye to aggravated sexual assault. Let's hide him. These individuals need to be exposed. Exposed when you're talking about parks, when you're talking about schools, when you're talking about libraries. when you're talking about your children, Carlos, our campaign's children. Oh yes, what they don't love their children. There was a little girl, I think. Am I wrong, guys? 3 feet away from this guy.
Yes.
Am I wrong,
No, you're not.
Frankie? You were right there. You saw it. Was there a little girl 3 feet away from this guy?
Yeah, there was.
Her parents weren't concerned that Denise Garza had a child molester right behind her.
It's tough. Like it really is tough. And guys, we're not making this stuff up. It's not like if we purposely said something or did something to have him threaten me. It's not like if I went out of my way to do something. Guys, these are your potential candidates. Now we're starting to see their true colors. Why? Because they see it slipping away. Baltasar Salazar, Drew Brown, Sylvia Atkinson. Their candidates are losing that grip. They're not getting the traction that we are from our community. And you know what? It bothers them because their hand will not be in the cookie jar no more. We are promising that we as a community will control that board as a community. No more backroom dealings, and it bothers them. I can't wait till November the 3rd. I'm really excited because this just goes to show what their true colors are, that they're willing and enabling this individual to be around them, be around their camps.
Central Boulevard.
Guys,
That it's mind-boggling.
Carlos.
guys, just look at this. Look at the support for those individuals. You're looking at Drew Brown, Munch. She put it out there. I support all those candidates that are involved with this pedophile. Minerva Peña, Christy, Sylvia Atkinson, Philip Cowan. Those individuals are supporting that pedophile being around them. Cowan was talking to him yesterday. I told him I just didn't recognize that it was the pedophile, but he came all the way into the parking lot of the Brownsville or the public library. The main entrance. He was there standing next to Cowan, talking to him for about 10 to 15 minutes. When I realized he scooted just like he did across the street and vanished. Are we going to allow that at BISD? Knowing that he is a pedophile? Knowing that he sexually aggravated an 8-year-old boy? And then had the legend retired Brownsville police officer throw cover for him? Is that what we want? Is that what BISD staff members want? Is that what BISD parents want? Someone that throws cover for a pedophile? A convicted pedophile, guys. I was disgusted by knowing that he was around my kid today.
There's a lot of people going to file a police report today.
You have a school, Erasmo, right behind the public library. You have a private school, a very renowned private school, Kenmont, that doesn't even know that there's a sexual predator among them. You have kids being driven to the public library because their parents want to vote. You have kids that are being driven to the park because they want to exercise. And there's a sexual predator of an 8-year-old among them because my opponent allows him, Frankie's opponent allows him to come there, invites them, puts on their shirt so that he can mingle among them. I'm very upset, Carlos. I'm upset that this guy allowed, Eddie Garcia allowed a sexual predator, knowing his 32 years as a legend of the Brownsville Police Department. I'm sure his fellow brothers are probably disgusted with what they're hearing.
What I find
This is
funny,
important, Erasmo, that we win.
what I find trippy is like he's still trying to attack you, Carlos, and trying to attack you, Frankie, on social media.
And who's
Is he?
defending him, Erasmo?
He's also threatening my mom. He's scum, guys. He's scum. And this is who has been allowed into their camp by Denise Garza and Eddie Garcia. He's scum. Aggravated sexual assault of an 8-year-old child. Any rational person would say, hey, you can't be around here, buddy. Maybe they're not rational. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know.
I'll tell you right now, is that if he went out there and threatened Linda, I am sure that she's filing a police report right now. And it's not going to be the only police reports that were filed against Edelmiro and Denise's campaign manager, or whatever they want to call him. We're about an hour, but let me say, while Adan continues to post on, I don't know who's he posting on, but make sure that everything that he posts, y'all make sure y'all screenshot.
Yeah.
I have that piece of trash blocked since the day I found out that he was an aggravated sexual predator. Carlos, can you send me that picture of Edelmiro? What's his name? Adan with the Edelmiro shirt.
Yeah, I sent it to you already.
Yes, there. You know, I'm just amazed, guys. I don't think I've gotten it yet. Did I?
What was that?
The picture of Edelmiro with Adan with the Edelmiro shirt.
You know, he doesn't deserve you not calling him Little Eddie.
El little Eddie.
It's just, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It's disgusting, man. It's just, I'm not speechless many times, but I can't actually say what I want to say on this public forum, Erasmo, because he claims he's a public servant. Serve the public, Eddie. Stop allowing a sexual predator amongst our children. You exposed my child today. You exposed my child today to be around a sexual predator because the park was open to the public. You exposed other children to be around that sexual predator because you invited him there. You put on your shirt on his back with your logo on his chest. You, Eddie, invited a sexual predator to represent you and your team so that they can go out there and fool the public that you're really in it for them. You're really in it to take care of the kids. You're really there to protect them, which is the oath you took about 32 years ago, is what you said. You disgust me.
We did. People did call the cops. People did call the cops. Cops más dieron la vuelta because they only stop if you're standing on the sidewalk. Not if an aggravated child molester is 3 feet away from a child. They won't stop for that. Police officers will go 5 times for somebody riding a scooter. Well, 3 times for somebody going a scooter, 2 times for standing on the sidewalk. 5 times police officers will stop, turn on their lights, get out of their vehicle, and go and address people. Do you know how many times they got out of their vehicle today because there was an aggravated sexual predator 3 feet away from a child? Anybody want to take a guess how many times they stopped and got out of their vehicle? None. Zero. 5 times police officers came. 5 times. Today, from the elections office, they came out once again to tell me I couldn't walk to the park without any gear, without any shirt, just because of my face, because I'm Erasmo Castro. Not talking to anyone. But they called the library too to let them know that there was a sexual predator
Right.
close to the library. Do you know how many people from the library went to talk or to look or to investigate or send security?
None.
None. I think the school was contacted. Will the school take action? The parents that send your kids to Ketmont? Is it Ketmont?
Yeah.
Is Ketmont going to file a report that there was a aggravated sexual predator close to your school where you take your children?
To the parents, he would know.
Well, they know now. How long does it take for Facebook to block his account or remove it? I don't know, months. I can't reach his account unblocked, but if y'all can, try and file a report on being a sexual predator. But you know what, guys? We shouldn't have to do that. James Gracia is Little Eddie. That's who James Gracia is. And I wouldn't dare think. I mean, he's going to throw out some posts out there, anti-Frankie, anti-Erasmo, anti-Carlos, because Little Eddie has to hide behind a fake Facebook page. Little Eddie, like little men, have to hide para tirar piedrecitas. Little Eddie is disgusting. And Denise Garza should be ashamed of herself. Exposing a volunteer of hers or a family member of hers, a child, to an aggravated child molester. Google search. Google search Adan Salas. Google search, folks. Please. And tell me that I'm lying. Tell me that I'm not telling the truth. The park next to Veterans is open.
Don't take your kids though, Shayna, because they allow a registered sex offender to show up.
And do you know how many times the police officers stopped today to question? 0. You know how many times they stopped because someone was on a scooter and people were standing on a sidewalk this past Saturday or Friday? You know how many times they stopped by? Stopped by. I mean, got out of their car and walked and addressed the issue. 5 times. Sexual predator next to a child? 0. Was it the judge that was telling them not to stop? Were they Edelmito's PD buddies? Were they Denise's county sheriff connections? The Reinas? Did they stop the sheriff department from going and asking what the hell was going on? But don't worry, folks. Law enforcement is protecting you because a handsome and totally not fat man is on a scooter 3 times. And 2 times, they're defending you, folks, because people are standing on a sidewalk. Hey, but if a aggravated child molester, gets close to children, the sheriff department, the Reinas, Denise's people, the judge, the court system, and Elmito's police buddies, are they going to turn a blind eye? What happened today? Why did law enforcement fail the community today? Guys, you know I'm very supportive. Today you failed the community today. No one stopped to investigate an aggravated sexual predator on social media, close to a library, close to a school, in a park, 3 feet away from a child. Am I making this up, guys? Anybody?
Nope.
No. And again, to our community, if you really want to know who's behind the James Gracia, at past midnight there will be posts on Frankie, on Carlos, on Erasmo, and it's Eddie Garcia. When he was standing next to me, I told him, I was like, "Hey, I know you're James Gracia," and he just gave me that look. I was like, "You make it too easy, bro. Despístale un poco. You talk the way you talk and the way like your lingo." So tonight, whenever you see those posts, it's Eddie Garcia. Let's see how quick it is for him to post about Frankie, about Carlos, about Erasmo. This is coming. I just want my community to know who James Gracia is.
El Chapaneco. They know that Kenmont is allowing sexual predators near the campus. Parents should know this. Well, I think someone mentioned they had contacted Kenmont. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think they filed the report.
We'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, they are, but I won't. That's harassment. I will file a complaint on that. That's stupid. Were there signs that said no scooters? No. No, look, guys. Again, I appreciate. Did anyone get a video of this? Yes. Where have you been, Mario? We've already posted a couple of videos.
Oh, dormido, Mario.
Estaba roncando. No way, that's Shane Gracia. I blocked him. Little Eddie. Little Eddie hides behind James Gracia page
Yep.
because he's a coward. Guys, tomorrow morning we'll discuss and we'll talk about the schools that have tested positive. It's already late. We've been here for an hour. And I mean, we just wanted to discuss this because it's just too much, man. Now I have to stay at home. Now I can't be by myself. I'm done. Carlos, last words.
Dude, I'm spent, man. You know, just just stay out there, stay vigilant, and not only this shows everybody why is it that we need these people out. I mean, it can't get any worse than this, Erasmo.
Oh, well, hold on, real quick. Let me tell you something, Adan. No
Oh my
one
God.
helped Erasmo win this race back in 2018. No one. The people of Brownsville were the ones that elected Erasmo Castro. You think a child molester is going to help Erasmo Castro in any way? You idiot. You are on this page. You are on this page. You are on social media presenting even more and more proof. You are a registered sexual predator. What you did to an 8-year-old. You think that we haven't discussed it with their people? And I put your comment on here. I put your comment on here so it could get recorded on YouTube and on social media. You idiot. You idiot. That is how stupid you are. Frankie has never worked for Linebarger. You imbecile. You and your buddy Denise Garza and little Eddie can go and collude and talk about some company out of state. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You can do whatever you want. You pervert. You child raper. And I'm basing it on facts. Because this is the guy, folks, right here. This is the guy that you have to Google search right now. Google search this piece of crap. Go to his page and see how he's supporting Denise Garza, Daniela Lopez Valdez, supporting Minerva, supporting
Coward.
Edelmira Garcia. Go to his page, guys. He's right here. Go to his page and look at the candidates he's supporting. The same people that Drew is supporting, the same people that Baltasar Salazar is supporting, the same people that Patrick Hammonds from BEST, a teacher association, is supporting, the same people that Alberto Alegria from TVEA, the other teacher association. He's right here, folks. Right here. Google search. Adan Salas on San Marcelo. Adan Salas on San Marcelo. And you tell me if I'm lying. No, you piece of crap. You didn't get me elected. Are you stupid? You think you brought in 10,698 votes? You imbecile. You moron. Google search, folks. I'm going to leave it here for a while. Google search.
Well, this is the same guy that when TVA has their membership drives is there at Albert Alegria's house amongst all their children. And they didn't even know that there was a sexual predator among them. Shame on Albert Alegria and TVA for allowing this trash to be going around, jumping in the pool where those kids are in bathing suits. And this guy is probably just looking to see how he's going to be able to take on another child. Shame on you, TVA.
Frankie?
This guy's desperate. This guy really is scum. He is the last person to be throwing mud. Again, we're going to make sure that you're not on social media. You make yourself seem like if you're this, I don't know, like you're in the know.
Activist?
You try to be in these camps and you get these people together and, oh, let me talk, let's strategize. Strategize about what? What do you know? You can't even vote, for God's sakes. You can't even vote. I
No.
asked him actually. I when I saw him, he drove by and he stopped by and he was speaking with Denise and I shouted. This is like a while back. This is like last week I think. I asked him, "Hey Adan, who'd you vote for?" "Oh yeah, you can't vote. You're a registered sex offender." It's like this is the person that they're allowing in their camp. And again, the choice is yours to our community. If this is who you want to be your representatives, then by all means. I'm not going to stand for that. But apparently, Denise Garza is.
Guys, he's right here. Google search Adan Salas on San Marcelo. Google search. He's right here. Google search and see what he did to an 8-year-old boy. An 8-year-old boy. An 8-year-old boy. This is the man. Go look at his page, guys. Go look at the people that he's endorsing. Him, Brown, Baltasar Salazar, Minerva Peña. They're endorsing Daniela. Philip Cowan, they're endorsing Daniela. They're endorsing Denise. They're endorsing Edelmiro. They're endorsing these people. Go, guys. I'm giving you time. Go to his page. Go to his page. There is the man right there. Carlos, am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I mean, come on. You know, uh, I don't know, man. Erasmo, I just don't know how this guy who's law enforcement, who claims to be the legend or a legend, would allow a convicted sexual predator amongst other children. I don't understand that. I just can't comprehend that. I don't think any teacher that works for the school district, any employee that works for the school district, would
Frankie,
allow that.
sorry. Go. Frankie, bring it up, Frankie.
One second.
Adan, I don't care about any videos or recordings that you have. I don't. I don't know if Frankie or Carlos do. Maybe Carlos is scared of any recordings or video that Adan Salas might have.
Of himself, maybe.
It's up. It's up, Erasmo.
Make it larger.
Can't
Other way
see
around.
the comment.
That's all I got.
100%. This is Adan Salas. These are the people that are 100% well qualified candidates with no.
Take us off and put it on the screen.
You want me to do everything? "100% well qualified candidates with no prior nothing. Daniela, Denise, Minerva, and Eddie, endorsed by a aggravated child molester." Am I making this up, guys?
No.
Carlos, what do you think about Adan Salas endorsing Edelmiro? Well, wear your shirt.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Thank you.
You know, I'm gonna tell you one thing, Erasmo. My kid was allowed to play in the park while we were there campaigning. That's not going to happen anymore. I'm going to have to be just looking to see where my child is because we have a sexual predator among us because Eddie Garcia allowed him to come over and hide in his campaign attire saying elect Eddie Garcia so people wouldn't know that he's roaming around. My child or any other child that goes out there and stands with us or the or sits and and has pizza and whatever they bring us, you think their parents are going to allow their children to go and play in the park, the Veterans Park, while this guy is there hiding in Eddie Garcia's attire? No, man. That's not going to happen anymore. My child's going to have to sit next to me because they won't have the liberty to go over there and use a park and be free to play like kids because there's a sexual predator wearing an Eddie Garcia campaign shirt. Who's to say that he's not doing that around town?
El stupid. Stupid. You got me elected? That's stupid. It's stupid. I'm scared for you all. Prayers for you all. Frankie, take care of your mom. This is getting ugly. I want Eddie and Denise to speak on this matter. They won't.
No.
Look, it's the same thing as the board. Wow, I've been to those gatherings at TVA and my kids, scary. They had a sexual predator out there. Frankie, did you terco todavía? These are the guys. Look, these are the guys that are spreading that crap about Frankie. These are the guys that are spreading all this crap about, oh, a mom and oh, una inocente flor. These are the guys. The child molesters. The Denise Garzas. This is Denise Garza. I wouldn't let that guy even near my girl. Here, Denise Garza. When you see this name, guys, think Denise Garza, Daniela Lopez Valdez, Edelmiro Eddie Garcia. Look, this is what Daniela Minerva. This is what Daniela, Minerva, Denise, and Eddie look like. Right here, guys. They're the ones that are spreading all these fabrications, exaggerations, this bullcrap. Right here. An aggravated sexual predator. He's right here. Go look at his Facebook page, guys. I'm not making this stuff up. Am I making this stuff up, guys? Is he not supporting Eddie, Daniela, Denise, and Minerva?
Yeah.
Aren't these people threatening moms? Frankie's mom?
Me?
Carlos? Frankie? Hasn't threatened me yet. I'll say that. Hey, I'll admit it. Haven't been threatened yet.
Because
Go, I haven't blocked. Right here, guys. Go to his Facebook page. Folks, please, please. And you know, I don't ever send you to anybody's Facebook page. Go to his Facebook page. Google search his name and see who he's endorsing, who he's promoting. Minerva, Denise, Edelmiro, and innocent Daniela. Those are a aggravated sexual predator. 8-year-old raping endorsers.
Crazy.
TVA agree with Adan Salas.
Yep.
Best. Brownsville educators stand together. You and Adan Salas have a lot in common. Am I making this up? Someone stop me if I'm making this up.
No.
Patrick Hammonds, Alberto Alvia. You and your buddy here, Adan Salas, have a lot in common. You all support the same people that bring sexual predators onto libraries, parks, schools, and 3 feet away from a child. What a loser! Not only the sex offender, but those others who want him helping them out. This Adam guy is lying. That's what didn't have the victory.
There it tells you who supports them. Can you
Denise, uh, what is it? Denise, James Garcia, little Eddie, all these people. Uh, Alan Salas is not ashamed of himself. I'm glad he's for them. They deserve him. Yes, they do deserve him. Wow, of course, the child rapist is also endorsing Minerva La Peña Pingüina. Paulette found it. Google search his name. And you tell me if I'm lying. They throw accusations at Frankie. They throw a lot of accusations at Carlos. They throw a lot of accusations at me. Talk. They produce nothing. Great turnout at the wonderful person, best candidate. That Eddie's event. Oh, mira. He's at the other event too.
What's that behind them?
Order.
Porter High School, guys.
We're not making this up, guys.
Porter High School. I heard Tori's page already. Guys, you be the judge. You go to his Facebook page and see who he's endorsing. And Frankie showed you the video, has posted the video of them all together, of the judge using a sign to hide them, hide the sexual predator with Denise Garza and Eddie Garcia. Google search Adan Salas, and you tell me what you find. Imagine if he tripped on the road and a car hit him. I'm not going to make a comment because
No.
but you can read my mind. Hell, he is got a pick with Trey Mendez. Oh, people are going to this page. Send me, get all those picks, guys. Send me one, Olivo Frankie. I am married to. No, get on the list, November the 4th. You need to follow guys with PD for defamation of character. I think there's other things to follow a report for. Don't get in the water if you don't know how to swim. Or you will send me one. Aren't the firefighters backing them too? Yes.
Yes, they are.
Sorry, you're right. Firefighters, TVA, best. Supporting the candidates that are being schooled because now he's a great campaigner, schooled by an aggravated sexual predator. Oh, they just sent me the picture. Sorry, Trey. Now, let me tell you, it was I know the picture. I just saw it. It's a celebration. They called Trey into a group picture. It's a group picture, folks. It was one of those. And look, they posted a picture where he's standing behind me, guys. You know, you're not with the individual. The individual is in a group picture. But again, guys, there's a difference between colluding with, hiding sexual predator Eddie Garcia and Denise Garza than to being in a group picture. It's not a bad picture of Trey at all. Están dando patadas de ahogado. That's what's happening, Jaime. They have nothing. They have no traction. No one's giving them the time of day. They're sick puppies. I told you I saw in his eyes that hate. If he would have had a gun that day, he would have shot me. He would have shot me. I felt it. And his family needs to get that guy some psychological help quick, because that guy's going to snap. That guy's going to lose it. And when we win this election, when we are getting sworn in, I'm going to demand security. I'm going to demand, and I hope y'all guys agree, I want a lot of BISD security out there, because we might just need it, because this kid is going to snap.
Mm.
And the BISD board approves. Well, Minerva's on the list too. They don't care about our kids. Page reported. Well, he doesn't only have the brain of a 5-year-old. He raped an 8-year-old.
Mm.
He doesn't only have the brain of a 5-year-old. He raped an 8-year-old. Molested. Let's try to get in the water. Porque se sale de la alberca toda el agua. Love you, Jaime. Aguantemos, ya ganamos. No more corruption. No more corruption, guys. You have more than half of the community on you back. Thank you, Kanina. We just need 51%. That's all we need. Reported Adan Facebook page. Anyone that was out there had children, please file a police report. Anyone. We have the videos to prove he was there. We have the videos where the judge, Denise, and Eddie were hiding him. Hiding him. Am I wrong, guys? Tell me if I'm saying something wrong.
No.
The judge, Denise, and little Eddie were hiding an aggravated sexual predator while he was standing 3 feet away from a child in a park. In the Veterans Park that the judge says that we were desecrating
Mm-hmm.
because we put our signs on the fence. Yet she thinks it's okay to hide a sexual predator? Hide. That's not desecration, Judge? Come on, Judge. That's not desecration of a child? At the end of the day, what's worse, Judge? That we hung up posters on the fence of a park? Or, Judge, that you were hiding a sexual predator from being recorded because he was standing 3 feet away from a child? Again, folks, five times law enforcement came to campaign camp. 5 times. Sexual predator 3 feet away from a child, next to a park, in a park, next to a library, next to a school. 0. Was it the judges' connections? Was it the Reinas, Denise Garza, Cameron County people? Because Cameron County Sheriff's Department was also called in. Am I mistaken, Carlos?
No, they were called in.
Carlson Police Department. Was it Eddie's connections? Aren't you tired of all those connections? ¿Se tapan con la misma cobija? 0 times. Did anyone in law enforcement? Man, I would have been happy if the game warden would have shown up. The dog catcher. No one. No one to protect a child because there was a sexual predator 3 feet away. No one. Las connections, the sheriff department's buddies, the BPD buddies, the judicial system buddies. Come on. That guy didn't let my. So I'm sorry. Did you finish with your last words, Carlos?
Yeah, I was done.
Frankie, your last words.
That's what we're going up against.
Carlos,
Individuals that think it's okay for registered sex offenders to be in parks around close proximity to children. That's what my opponent thinks it's okay to have in her camp somebody like that. What happens if, for a miracle, she wins? Is Alan Salas going to be at BISD activities? Again, the ball's in your court as a voter. This election is very, very important. If this is what you want and you can condone, by all means, do not vote for me. Vote for my opponent. But that's what we're working up against, guys. We're not making this stuff up. I was threatened today. Many police reports have been filed and will be filed based on Denise Garza's enabling Adan Salas being at a Veterans Memorial Park. So this is only going to get bad to worse very quickly. They're getting very desperate. They're losing the little traction that they have. So I expect it to get worse. Today's a threat. Tomorrow, they could take action. So we'll see where this thing goes, guys. But one thing we will never do is shy away from anything. We have been vocal about every issue that has happened in the city of Brownsville, everything that has been going on at BISD since March. We've been day in and day out actively, vocally, been on this program. And we will not let these individuals deter us from us ultimately accomplishing our goal. And that is to serve our community as trustees for the Brownsville Independent School Board. This goes to show how desperate they are. This goes to show that they feel that they're losing, that they're even willing to let somebody like this into their camps. But hey, what do you expect from people that are losing already? Thank you so much, guys. You guys have a good night.
guys, this is Denise Garza in the picture. This is Little Eddie's event. This is Little Eddie's campaign shirt. Those are Little Eddie's signs in the background. And in the front is Denise Garza. This guy is Adan Salas. Google search. This is Adan Salas that just came on this page. Find him on Facebook. See who he's endorsing. There comes a time, guys, when you've got to decide, do you want some of the same crap over and over and over again? La tapadera, el escondite. They could rape a child. Guys, they can rape a child, and to them it's okay. But don't step on a sidewalk, because then you could go to jail. They can rape an 8-year-old, and they'll hide it like the judge did. They'll bring it into their camp, like Eddie and Denise did. But don't ride your scooter on a bike lane, because then you're going to get the cops at you 3 different times. We have an amazing opportunity to put an end to the culture of corruption that breeds these perverts like Adan Salas, where they think they could walk into a courtroom anytime they want, where they feel protected because they can do no wrong, because they have all the political connections. Is that the type of candidates that you want for BISD?
Mm.
To oversee your children? To oversee our community? Or do you want candidates, board members that are going to report corruption? They're going to file reports like I did. 2 months after getting elected, I went to the feds and I reported corruption. Police reports have been filed. More police reports will be filed because they can no longer do whatever the hell they want. We will stop them. We together as a community will put an end to the culture of corruption together. I want to feel safe. I can't go to my office at night anymore because I'm by myself. Guys, it's on you all now. We've got one more week and 3 days of early voting, and then election day. And I'm going to ask you to go to Adan Salas' page. Go to Adan Salas' Facebook page and look at the pieces of trash that he, Patrick Hammonds, Brownsville Educators Stand Together, Alberto Alegría, and TVEA, Kosi who Adan Salas and they endorsed. And is that the type of people you want at the district? Guys, have a great evening. Tomorrow we'll talk about the positives at Rivera, the student that walked in knowing she had a coronavirus. We'll talk about it tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. It's an important subject, guys. And I'm sorry we didn't get to it tonight. This is more pressing because it involves children. And we will always put everything aside to make you aware of the crap. Put it up there, Frankie.
Hold on, hold on.
We'll always make you aware when it comes to children. Always. Tomorrow we will talk about the student that came in positive to take senior pictures at Rivera. They cannot control it. This is the judge that was hiding Adan Salas today. Hiding him with the sign she was carrying for Edelmiro Garcia, Eddie Garcia. Thank you, Adan, for your friendship and your continued support of Denise Garza Little Eddie, Daniela, and Minerva. They had a great event at Porter, 20 feet away from our high school. And with Adan, it's always a pleasure helping them. And my cat fighting. Is Adan Salas's type of leadership the one you want for your children? Daniela, Minerva, Denise, and Little Eddie. Go to his Facebook page. Google his name. Let me know. Guys, have a great evening. Stay safe. Stay woke. See you
And
tomorrow.
vote.
And go vote. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Be good to each other and continue to be good to me. God bless. Love you.